controlled building.
I've seen it on, this is on the internet. I've seen this on the internet. They're beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice and clean.
Absolutely beautiful. I see another engine down there's got that mechanism on the valve. The valve lifting every second stroke. Another one down there. That little one.
Oh, yes. The Daimler prototype engine. Yeah. That's exactly what that is. And we have a third engine in this pavilion over here that has one of
That's so neat. I didn't know they did that.
Oh, the little stainless steel one here?
Yeah, it's not stainless steel, but it's certainly over polished.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
That's a fairly new engine. It was made about 1970
I want to make something like that.
when Daimler-Benz turned 100 years old.
Oh, was there commemorative?
And, yeah, it's a recreation of their first experimental engine of around 1885 when they wanted to determine, 1883 or 85, when they wanted to try to determine three things. They wanted to see how much weight they could take out of the engine. They wanted to see how fast they could make it run. And they wanted to see if they could use the waste, the refining waste product, benzene, as a fuel. And they did that, and this engine is very similar to what went into their first automobile.
So it's a gas producer, really?
No, that's a surface carburetor. This engine was designed to burn benzene, which is gasoline.
Is there a slight difference between gasoline and benzene, or just different, like English versus American name?
Gasoline isn't just one chemical.
Correct. It's complex.
Yeah, and I think benzene is a major
Component.
So it just sucks,
Here's a picture of it.
sucks the fuel.
Yeah, it bubbles the fuel up through that benzene reservoir.
Yep. See, the Wright brothers, they didn't have a carburetor on their aeroplane engine either, they just had a bowl of petrol.
Just dribbled it in the...
They didn't do too bad, did they?
But the original prototype engine was destroyed in a fire in 1903 at the Daimler factory. And for their 100th anniversary, they still had the drawings. They recreated a couple of these things. And this one is privately owned.
Yeah.
And he commissioned someone to take this thing apart and make it operable. The others are not operable. So this is the only one of the group that runs.
Look, I think I'll have to go.
There are machinists now that make these little tiny engines.
So, well, there's a little there.
I mean, the ones I'm talking about are the size of your hand.
Yeah, I know. I knew a fellow, he's passed away recently. He made an engine that he sold that had an 1/8-inch bore, 1/8-inch stroke.
Oh my God.
4-stroke valves and overhead valves.
And it really worked.
And it ran.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
I've got a couple over crankshaft. 3 horsepower engine.
This is one of the earliest engines designed and manufactured in this country.
Is that right?
Oh, simple.
There's a couple of government parts missing, but yeah, it's a fairly simple engine.
It's efficient.
No.
No?
Terribly inefficient.
Huh. Efficient mill work, but
Yeah.
the production
Looks like
part.
It's a very long screw, it's about a 9-inch stroke one, look at it.
It's interesting looking. Looks more like a modern where they simplified things.
It's a flyweight governance. So what's the mechanism on the end? That
The gearing on the end, there's a rotary valve inside the cylinder.
rotary valve.
Yeah. And it's a non-compressing engine. It doesn't fire under compression, so it uses an open pilot flame for ignition.
Heavens, huh? Oh, amazing.
And this is sort of an interesting beast here. We just brought this in here
Wow, that's good.
yesterday.
Yeah.
This is a Van Dusen engine made in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati or Dayton. This isn't a whole lot of difference.
A lot of nice gears.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre engine. The Van Dusen was apparently a good engineer, but not very good with the aesthetics. He had trouble getting the proportions such that it was pleasant to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Not related to Duesenberg cars?
No. This fellow's name was Van Dusen.
Okay, and
Yep.
flower.
Did they make drawings of these things first, or they just thought things up in their head and went to the machine and
Oh,
made?
no, they were almost always drawings.
Extremely good condition. It must have been kept very well somewhere.
Well, it's been restored a little bit. Some of the parts are too shiny, but yes, it was unmolested. Most all the original parts were there. There
Yeah.
were a few things, the mixer that were missing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Amazing.
you can see Van Dusen had a couple of dilemmas. You know, he decided he needed a governor, and he thought that might be a nice place to mount it down there. But then getting the rotary motion down to it turned out to be problematic. And
Yeah, use gears.
yeah, it's fairly early. And these are Crown pumping engines over here that were used to boost. One of the uses was to boost municipal water up to the upper levels of buildings, mostly around New York City.
Oh, it's a water tanks, right?
To a water tank, yeah. And this is a Lenmar cycle engine with a built-in pump. There's 9 of these in existence, 9 known, and all 9 were here running a month ago.
Wow.
Maybe there's one more in England that wasn't here. But there's still 4 here.
These bulbs are used for pressure,
Yeah, pulsation damper.
pulsation damper.
Yeah.
No, not me. That's me. That's all there.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
And there's a fairly early slide valve engine here.
Does that work?
It's made by Deutz.
Has the valve there in this one? Oh, yeah. And then-
Yeah, this is the slide.
Yep.
And then oscillates back and forth and it performs the intake valve function plus the ignition function.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with some of the details of that or not, but
The
Yeah.
Dutes, yeah, that's German.
You haven't got a slave valve. You can get in.
we have
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good, good.
So saying there were 8 here.
Gasmotorenfabrik by Dusen.
The French Moors car
Dutes.
has sleeve valve. Very smooth running.
That's a sleeve valve.
Yeah. You got one of those?
I have a sleeve valve light plan.
Yeah.
32-volt light plan.
Yeah, right.
But this slide valve is a different thing
Yeah,
than the
that's
sleeve
different.
valve.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we better go. So thanks very much anyway for everything.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Good to meet you.
I was over it in the shop,
Yeah.
and I just want you come pay for it, but for you to check if you want to add to this.
Okay.